This is tutorial 4-1 in chapter 4 of the GIS tutorial 1 workbook for ArcGIS 10.3.x, and I am on page 146. And the first thing it says to do is open Arc Catalog on the Windows taskbar. I've already got ArcMap opened, and there's a way to get to Arc Catalog from inside of ArcMap. And we have a button up here labeled Catalog, and if you click on that, it will open Arc Catalog as a side window over here. And so now we're on number 2. Click the Connect to Folder button on the standard toolbar. So that would be Connect to Folder. And expand the folder, and we want to go to SRepress, and we want to select the GIS-T1 folder. So let me see, that's on my C drive. So let's go there and SRepress and GIS-T1, and then I want to click on OK. So I'm going to connect to that folder. And in the catalog tree panel, so that would be over here, expand folder connections, SRepress, GIS-T1, and the My Exercises folder. Okay, so let's open this and My Exercises, and number 2 at the bottom, click the Chapter 4 folder to display its contents now. So here's Chapter 4, and there's nothing in it. And so we want to right-click on Chapter 4, and we want to create a new file geodatabase. And then we want to change, I'm at the top of page 147 now, number 4. Change the name from new file geodatabase.gdb to chapter 4.gdb. So, okay. And now we're on import shapefiles on the middle of page 147. So it says that's an old SRE file format that many data suppliers still use. And so we're going to import some shape files. So number 1 says in Arc Catalog's right panel, right-click Chapter 4 GDB, click Import. So let's right-click and choose Import. And what we want is we're going to import multiple feature classes. And now we're on number 2. In the feature class to geodatabase dialog box. So here's the dialog box. Click the Browse button to the right of the input features. So there's a Browse button right there. And we want to go to Data. Let me see. Let's. We want to go to our C drive here. Let's go up a little further here. And okay, so now we're on the C drive. SRepress. We want GIS-T1, we want the data folder, and this is probably going to be down a different path on your computer. We want to go to under data, we want Maricopa County, and double click to open the folder, and we want to select the COU sub, and then we want to hold the Shift key down so we can do a multiple selection here, and we want to click on the tracked file, and they both have the file extension SHP if you've got Windows, so it's displaying file extensions for you. And then number 3 says click on Add, and number 4 says click on OK. So now they're in the box up here, and now we can click on OK. And now we're going to turn the page to 148, and on page 148 in the catalog tree, expand the Chapter 4 folder and Chapter 4 GDB. So let's go back over here. It looks like it collapsed this for us. And if we go here and click on the plus sign next to Chapter 4 GDB, we see the 2 files that have been added. Okay, now we're on Import a Data Table on the top of page 148, and we want to right-click the Chapter 4 File Geodatabase again, so right here. And we want to do another import, and this time we're going to import a table, a single table, so click on that. And now we want to browse to the same folder we were in before. So let's see if it remembers where we were before, and it does. And we want the census data XLSX. So let's click on that. That's an Excel spreadsheet. Click on Add. And okay, so this is a problem with ArcMap. Or ArcGIS, I guess. Anyway, it still has a problem with the new format for data files. So I'm going to click on OK here, and what we have to do is we have to go into Excel, open this file, save it again under the old file format, which does not have the X on the end, and then try it again. So I'm going to pause the video here. I'm going to open up Excel, make that quick fix, and then restart the video. Okay, I'm back. It only took me a minute or so to change that file. Let's do a cancel here, and let's go back up here and look again. And now let's try this one. If you're looking for a file type, I saved this as a 1997 to 2003 format, which is 14 years old. You would think that they would have figured out how to do this one by now, but let's try this and see if it works. Click on Add. And that one does not work either. Okay, we're going to try one more plan. We're going to try to save it as a CSV file, a comma separated values file, and see if it'll pull that one in. Okay, let's see what happens when we try it for a third time. So let's go up here and click on Maricopa County. Now let's try the CSV file, click on Add. And it looks like it finally accepted that one. So now we are on number 3, and it says in the output table field, which is right here, we have to give it a name, and we're going to call that table census data. And then we're going to click on OK. And if we go back now and click on catalog over here and go down to chapter 4 GDB, it's still open from the last time. It does show us all 3 files now. So we do have the census data file out there. And that takes us to the end of tutorial 4-1. So that's the end of this video, and we'll continue with 4-2 in the next video.